we'll play the tape here. When we start here, actually, when I was watching the replay, you kind of twitched a little bit at the start. Were you a little bit nervous? I was like, almost a false start here.
Yeah, it was yeah, the gun was held longer than I thought, and my leg kinda went, like, just did a little micro twitch.
But you're kind of in the lead off the first 100. Then you kind of look around a little bit, or kind of I think you kind of just purposely let that guy on the inside maybe take the lead, but he didn't take it.
Yep, exactly.
Great job here of running all the way to. I hate when people cut in too soon. It looks like you're pairing 800 guys because you did a straight diagonal to the to the 200-meter mark, and then you're basically on the outside of lane one in the co-lead. Like when you get to 800, do you have like? Did you see the clock? Do you see the split? Do you know what your time is, or are you just sort of focused on how you're feeling?
I see the splits, but more than anything, I'm just kinda focused on staying relaxed because my coach just wants me to make sure I'm as relaxed as I can be going through 400, and that's really just a matter of not worrying too much about how fast you're going. Because you can feel relaxed running 50 or you can feel relaxed running 54, but if you get too caught up with the time, I feel like sometimes it's easy to tense up.
Yeah, well, you look so smooth. 25.5 or 25.6 for the first 200. What's going on in your mind right here? You got the lead of the NCAAs
So
as a
at this
freshman.
point, I'm like, all right, no one wants to lead. Yeah. I'm like, no one wants to lead. So I'm just going to, once I get to 500 to go, that's kind of when I wanted to start subtly increasing the pace every 100. So really my first little surge was 300 meters into the race.
And then at 400, 53.12 pops up on the screen. Did you hear that? And did that make you feel good? Because I assume at this point you're feeling pretty relaxed.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw that it was pretty slow, and I knew I came into this race wanting to run 144. So I knew if I just dropped the hammer there, I should, be able to close pretty fast. So I put a huge move in at 400.
Yeah, because you're gonna run. I'm gonna play it here. I'm playing the clip here from 400, 600. This next 200, if the math on the broadcast was a 24.89, which is crazy. So you're gonna hit 600 and 118 too. You hit 500 and you really start to gap the field. So you're running on the backstretch here. There's no clock. Are you aware that like no one's within 2 or 3 meters of you and you're gapping the field, or is it like how much of that can you sense behind you? What's happening behind you?
I didn't really know how far back they were, but I saw the clock at 600 and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be pretty quick. But my whole goal, because I love watching old races and stuff, and I like watching like David Rudisha and guys like that. So I always see them put in huge moves, 300 to go, and I just kind of basically wanted to do my best impression of that and just kind of run away from them at that point. And yeah, so I wasn't really thinking about how close they were, just more of like, all right, gap them here.
And are you feeling like when you saw that time, were you feeling, are you starting to feel excited? Like, wow, I feel pretty good. This is a great one. Or are you I'd be scared. People are running me down, but
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm more scared than anything. I'm like, all right, I can't get walked down. But I had no idea where they were. So if you see like with 100 to go, I look at the board, and that's when I knew I'm like, oh, okay. I think I just gotta drop it. And yeah, that's really it.
all right, let's play this final turn. Yeah, because I was wondering, it's not like people are used to running with television boards all the time. Is it pretty instinctive just to look up there?
I mean, not really, but I knew it was there because I didn't look at it at all in the prelims. And that's kind of why I probably ran a little bit too
Oh, there it
fast.
is. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I in the prelims I ran a little too fast, and I didn't see because I didn't look at the board. So I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure I look at the board in the finals if I'm in the lead, so I know, where I'm at. But
So we've got like 5 seconds to go. Did you look up again, or are you just running as hard as you can? Like, when do you realize you've got it?
I think I looked up again like right around here. But yeah,
Okay.
I knew I had it because with 100 to go, the biggest emphasis that my coach teaches me is run a fast last 150, and that's what I came there to do. And I really just was thinking as long as I run this last 150 better than these guys, I got it.
So to take me through your mindset here as you cross the finish line.
I was just pumped because I didn't I knew I could run 144, but the clock had just turned 1:44, so I'm like, I was just thrilled. I mean, especially after the way the beginning of my outdoor season went, and I was going through those mental struggles and stuff like that. To come out there and run that way and run from the front and win, just more than anything, I was just thrilled.
Were you more thrilled with the win or the time? Or
More with more with the time, because that was what surprised me the most. I mean, like I said, I knew I could run 144, but to run 144 and 144 low was it just it felt huge to me.
you put your arms out, which was great, but didn't really even crack a smile or anything. Were you pretty tired? Here you drop down to your knees. When you're on your knees here, what are you thinking?
I was just shocked. Like I really couldn't believe that I actually did that, because it was just something I've been dreaming of doing. And like I said, like I love the front running kind of races where you just go out and dominate from the front. So for me to be able to do that on a big stage like NCAAs, I can't even describe to you how much that meant to me.